everybody. So this is my very first story time that I wanted to do for you guys, and I decided to do it tonight because I'm just in here chilling, and I thought it would be fun to uh, to do this. So this story time is my worst day ever. Worst day ever. Like seriously, like this was like probably a few years ago. And so let me start it off like this. So it all starts off with me going to work. I'm not sure if it was like a Tuesday or I don't know what day of the week it was. Monday maybe, I'm not sure. But I was on my way to work. Um Rush hour. So I typically, catch the train. It's just easier to get downtown where I'm at. And yeah, so on my way to the train, this dude, he pulls up beside me and he's like, "Excuse me, miss, I know you're gonna rush, to get to work or whatever, but I wanna exchange numbers real quick and then we can kinda just chat later." That's cool, whatever, because dude was like 6'2", chocolate, dark skin, low Caesar, goatee, beautiful teeth, was fine. Fine, my nigga. He was fine. You hear me? So I was like, cool. He was driving like a Volvo Passat, like one of the newer body styles. It was really cute, all black tint, real cute. So I was like, okay. So immediately he texts me when he gets my number. So I'm like, cool. So we're texting. He's like, I really want to take you out. Let's plan for that. I was like, cool. Can't do it today. What about Thursday? Let's plan for something Thursday early, right? So he was like, okay, cool. We can do Thursday. I can pick you up from, like, we can do it right after work and I can just pick you up and then we could just go from there. I'm like, cool, because I like early dates, especially early first dates, because I want to have enough time to plan something else if I have to. Real talk. If I'm not feeling you, I'm going to dip and I'm going to do something else. Real talk. So I'm like, cool. So he picks me up or whatever, and he was like, I gotta make this stop real quick. On my way, on our way to dinner, I gotta make this stop real quick. Do you mind? I'm like, nah, it's cool. It's still early. Like, as long as it's a quick stop, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I'm like, cool. So we're riding along, going back downtown. On the radio, number one. This is the number one thing. On the radio, there was like this chant. It was like a CD of just like chants and cult shit. It sounded like some cult shit. And I was like, immediately, I was like, what we listening to? He was like, oh, this is some real deep stuff right here. This is like the prophecy, he prophesizing, and if you get into it, it's real deep. And I'm like, oh, okay. Can we listen to something else? I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. Like the fuck. So he was like, oh yeah, 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 no problem, no problem, no problem. I'll change. I was like, cool. So then he puts on some gospel rap. Look, some I'm not, and I'm, and I'm not against it because people have their own beliefs and all this other good stuff, and it's cool. And actually, a lot of gospel rap sound like real rap, like not real rap, but a lot of gospel rap sound like that. Hey, amen. Hey. So I mean, it was cool. Like it was nice. It was different, and so I enjoyed it. Whatever. So we're jamming to gospel rap on the way downtown, and so we get downtown. We get to this hotel that's fairly new in the area. It's huge. It's like you walk into the lobby and it's like five restaurants. It's like a million places to sit. It's like one of those places where like one of those hotels. It's like a conference center. So it's like when you walk in and you want to have, if you plan an impromptu meet with somebody and you need a space, that's an easy place to go to. So we went there, right? So I'm like, okay, so he sees this group of people. So he goes over to the group of people. And he was like, it's going to be a couple of minutes. So he sits down at this like little table thing or whatever. And they start fooling around on the computer. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be over here. While I'm going to be over there where people are lobbying. Okay? So he sat over there for about 30, 35 minutes, I swear. And I was just like, yo, what are y'all doing? Because it looked like one of those kind of pyramid scheming type of things that he wasn't the leader of. So you was kind of falling for it a little bit. So I was just like, ugh, this ain't right. This ain't right. So his little meeting ended. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know why I'm putting this wig into a puny tail. This is a bob wig. It goes like this. This I got this from, side note, I got this from RPG Show. I can leave the link at the bottom if y'all want. But this is a full lace wig. Baby girl and laid this down. You see that? I done plucked the hell out this edge or whatever. But yeah. So so yeah. So the meeting was over, and so we get in the car and we start heading. He was like, where you want to eat? And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I didn't listen to the chant thing. I didn't listen to everything in my spirit is saying, bitch, you need to stay close to home. And I'm like, yeah, but I want that salmon salad. So we ended up going somewhere else that was not close to my house or whatever. So this particular night, like I said, this is around the time Empire was real hot, like real live and popping, and people were still throwing like Empire parties and all that stupid shit. Well, when we got to the restaurant was packed, right? It was packed because they were showing like the season finale of Empire. So we got a table, and it was pretty convenient because we could see the TV too, which was cool, right? Music playing still, it was still like a nice little setup. So he orders, oh, wait, let me rewind. I'm sorry, y'all. So let's rewind back to when we were in the car and we were leaving the hotel on our way to the restaurant. So while we're on the highway coming to the going to dinner, I hear this loud like beep noise, right? In the car. And I'm like, what the hell is that? What's going on? Is everything okay? Like we're not gonna blow up or nothing, right? He was like, no, 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 no. I just gotta do this real quick. Yo, I have never seen one of those DUI thingamajiggies ever in my life. Ever in my life. Like he had to blow in it to keep the car going. Man, oh my God. Oh my God. Man, I was in that passenger seat like, wait, so hold up. So what, you not just gonna put that back down like it belonged there? Like, what's that again? He was like, oh no, I ran into something. It was a misunderstanding. And the judge, he was just being petty. The judge was being petty, huh? The judge was being petty. Did you go to church that weekend? Because we done sat up here and listened to some prophecy. We done sat up here and listened to some gospel get down. We done, we done went and met with the people. And now you telling me you a DUI, like DUI? Yo, listen. That's not funny. Y'all need to drive safe out here in these streets because you don't know who's beside you. But what I'm saying is, it's just a goddamn shame that you. Next. So, because I know a lot of y'all about to get on my ass, and guess who don't give a fuck? I don't. Because this shit was wild. It was wild to me. And I just feel like if you going to be out here doing what you going to do in the streets, you can praise the Lord. But at the same time, because he was kind of trying to get on me a little bit too about, don't pot, kettle. Yeah, that. So I'm like, oh, okay. Excuse me, y'all. That just happened. So we get to the restaurant. We get to the restaurant. At this point, I'm like, okay, it's probably turning around. We eating good, I had a couple of glasses of wine. He had water. Yeah. Um, so it was good. Had Empire on. It was a season finale. It was when the season finales were real good, you know. And yeah, so having a good time. And then it's for time for the check. So the waiter comes and puts the check down, and he reaches for it, he opens it, and then he's just like, okay, so how you want to do this? I was like, well, how I do what? How I do what? He was like, how you want to do this? Like, how you want to go ahead and take care of this? Because I mean, you a strong black woman. You can do that. You can take care. You can do it. It's nothing, right? I was like, I said, yeah. I mean, it's nothing for me. I got me. If this is what we about to do, because I really thought that you invited me out to dinner. But if this is what we doing, I'm cool with that. I got my half. You got your half? Oh well, I left my wallet in the car. The car is outside. The car is outside. So you gonna go get it, or what you gonna do? Well, why don't you go ahead and pay it, and then I'll just give you the money when we get to the car, cause my wallet outside. You ever just know and seen? You just this dude was trying to run game so hard, and I don't care if y'all don't agree with this, because my whole thing is, if you knew you was invited, you invited me out. You invited me out. How the you know you invited me out. Now you hit me with this. It's cool, and I'm even willing to meet you halfway. I just pay for my own food, but you'll never see me again. You'll never see me again after this. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like kind of getting hot because I'm like, this dude's playing with my emotions, Smokey. He is playing with my emotions, right? Like, am I tripping? Cause I don't think I'm tripping. So then he proceed. I was like, listen, I'm not here for the games. Either you gonna go get your wallet, or I'm just gonna pay my bill. I'm just gonna pay my bill. I'm gonna pay my bill. What you gonna do? He's like, oh. So I mean, ain't you independent? My independence don't got nothing to do with you. What the fuck? This don't not. Needless to say, y'all, because this video is getting kind of long. I went to the waiter. I said, listen, um, he's gonna stay here for a little while. Me, I gotta go. Let me pay my half of my bill. And I paid my half of my bill, and I left, and I came home. And when I tell you that motherfucker was calling me all kinds of queens and black queen, where you go, what you doing, where you go. Dude, you done took me to the code meeting. You done made me listen to mantras and chants and like boot and like cult shit. You done blew into your DUI thing. That's three. And now you telling me to pay your bill? I'm out. Worst date ever. Mark that down. Nick's worst date ever. And I hope he see it. I hope everybody that know him see it, because this has to be, this can't be the first time this happened. Worst date ever. Worst. All right, y'all.